If you're gaining weight and you're tired all the time and you have low levels of energy, it could be your diet or it could be your thyroid. And that's what I want to talk about. So the thyroid is this little gland here that sits in your neck right next to your Adam's apple. It seems very simplistic, but it plays a major role in regulating your body's metabolism. To put that into simpler terms, it helps control how your body uses its energy. Alright, so what does it do in short term? It produces hormones and releases them in order for our body to function. To give a more broad example, it helps with things such as metabolism, heart rate, body temperature, muscle strength, brain development, etc. The thyroid has its own hormones itself that also contribute to all the hormones that our body produces and needs to function. Alright, so T4, also known as thyroxine, is the main hormone in your thyroid. T3 is the active form of the thyroid hormone, and that's produced and converted from T4. And TSH, the thyroid stimulating hormone, that tells your thyroid how many hormones to produce, and that doesn't actually come from the thyroid itself, it comes from the pituitary gland. The reason I'm explaining all this is because signs of low energy, tired, and just low motivation obviously can come from diet, but we're talking about hypothyroidism, which in this case is the thyroid is underperforming. And when the thyroid is underperforming, you have an imbalance and insufficient hormones. Very common symptoms of hypothyroidism are heat sensitivity, anxiety, weight loss, and rapid heartbeat. Even the smallest of imbalances in the thyroid can affect things such as energy, mood, sleep, just everyday things that you need to be doing. Alright, so if this is the case, obviously go to a doctor, get it checked out, but if you want simple lifestyle changes and natural day-to-day things that you could fix in your diet, here they are. You need to address your gut health. If you're not having a healthy gut, this can lead to hypothyroidism or a thyroid problem. The most important in my opinion is sleep. Not getting enough sleep or having interrupted sleep and pushing yourself hard during the day when you haven't slept enough can raise cortisol, and that can affect and interfere with the thyroid. So the idea of this video isn't to make anyone skeptical or nervous, it's just to educate and address a problem that people could see and understand.